Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we will be putting on pedal commander throttle response systems on the 2nd gen Tacoma and the 3rd gen Tacoma. Still don't think this is loud enough. We're gonna have to make it louder. Okay, so in the instructions, you listen up. In the instructions, you have to turn off the ignition, leave the door open, and get the key fob 30 feet away from the vehicle, because if you do not get the key fob far enough away, it'll still send power to the ECU, and the ECU will still be on. If you try to unplug the throttle cable while the ECU still on, it'll send a check engine light. So you need the thing completely off, which is why you leave the door open, ignition off, keys 30 feet away. So you do that for 15 minutes and then ECU should turn off. I don't think it's gonna matter for my truck because it's not a fob, it's an actual key, but for his it will. So we're gonna ditch these keys on the other side of the house, leave the doors open and wait 15 minutes. You shut the door! Ah! Yeah, you gotta restart your 15 minutes now. Put a timer on your phone for 15 minutes. Well, guess we're doing mine first. Okay, so my timer just went off, so I'm able to do mine. Bryson still got some time on his, probably about 7 minutes, but in that time we were looking at different mounting spots, and in the Tacoma, with it being a mid-size and a smaller interior, there are literally like no good spots in a 2nd gen to put these. The best spot we're thinking is like maybe right here. But then again, I don't know if the 3M tape is going to hold on this like studded texture. So I guess we'll try it for now and then see if it doesn't hold as well. Bri, here boy. What? Here boy. Okay, I'm about to do it. I'm about to do the one thing that pisses every car, truck, anybody who likes driving off.
What is it?
Messing with the seat configurations.
Oh god. You bitch.
I almost opened it. Good thing it was locked. So it's supposed to be super simple. I don't want to break anything. I know there's 2 clips you're supposed to pinch to get it up and off. I don't know what I'm supposed to be pinching, what I'm not. Okay, hold on. Let's just figure this out. Okay. Yeah, you didn't have to pinch anything. You just slide it off. I was so focused on the whole pinching aspect of it. That was weird. So after you unconnect it, you just put the respective plugs in. You'll see you can't match up the 2, white ends together. It's got to be a male and a female. So we'll get this one lined up. You're supposed to hear a click. They emphasize that you hear the click. And I didn't hear a click. Hold on. There we go. That was a real definitive click, wasn't it? So we got both plugged in now. And now we just have to find the mounting spot for it. Yeah, we'll go mount Bryce first, or not mount, but set Bryson's up first, and then we'll do mounting later. There should be 2 things on the side you pinch.
Yeah.
You want to switch?
Oh yeah.
Got it. It's the 2 opposites, so one's gonna look like this and one's gonna look like this. You just put the opposites together, Yeah. And see how like these are on one side? You have to line it up with the side that has the receiving end. And make sure you hear a click. Now that they're both plugged in, I'm pretty sure that's it. Pedal Commander's got like a real easy short list of how to do it. So yeah, we pretty much done everything except put that where we want it to go.
Bam.
Let's check out your options. Put it there.
It's okay, not nice. Bad. Yeah.
I don't know, I still like the in front of the e-brake one.
You like this?
Like right there. It's cool, it's like a little digital pad.
I don't think it's gonna hold though. What are you doing that for?
See if it clears. Yeah, it clears. We'll figure it out, we'll get them mounted and then let you guys know where we end up mounting them, I guess. And then we'll go take them for a test drive. Okay.
How do we turn this bitch on? Oh.
Okay, so let's try to run it. We'll do a lap with it off.
Should we do?
And then
Want someone city?
Huh?
Should we do city then? Or
Here, no, we'll just turn it off completely.
Oh, that's the part right here.
Oh wait, no, that changes. Okay, so there, that's off. I like that spot. That's a nice spot. Okay, so we'll do a quick lap with it off first.
Around the block or around?
Take it out to the park. I'm gonna try to get your unbiased opinion since I've already driven with one before. So you need to kind of tell us. I'm not saying you've ever put your foot all the way down on this as far as it can go, but you kind of have a gauge of how far your gas pedal can go. So how much do you think you push like right now? Are you pushing like a third of the way down?
Probably about a third, yeah.
Half the way down or what?
Husky.
A fourth of the way?
Probably a cool third, I'd say.
Okay, so a third to get this kind of response. Okay, so that's where the biggest drawback's gonna be, is kind of explaining to you guys the difference it's gonna make, because it's all within the foot. It's not really a visual. You really feel it in the foot, like how far you're pushing the pedal down and the kind of response you're getting. So that's where the drawback's gonna be on this video, unfortunately. Right now we'll just do like a first impression on like one or two of the modes. Maybe tomorrow we'll go out and do more of like an in-depth review on each of the modes and see how each of them acts. Oh, there's my friend Jake's car, look at that. Ooh, battery's about to die too. So pull over right here. So we'll turn it on. City, let's do sport. We'll do Garrett settings. We'll do sport on 2. Now go ahead and see what's up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's not really gonna, in a sense it will add the more power.
It's just the 0 to 60.
But yeah, it's kind of how fast it responds to how far you're pushing it down.
Acceleration was crazy at this point.
Yeah, it's acceleration basically. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. It's more of your off the line acceleration more than like
so if you're
giving it horsepower or torque, you know? It's gonna help like with me going up a hill with all the extra weight I have, you know, trying to go up the mountain and stuff, how I have to like be in third gear to have that extra power behind me to get me moving. So like now with this, I think I'll be able to get up the hill easier if I have it in like a sport or sport plus mode. I don't want to scare you or anything. Let's put this on sport plus and try it on 2.
Let's try it on 4.
Dude, Jesus.
It's a little too much batter for the fucking cake.
I'm gonna drive dude. Yeah, don't ever have it on sport. The most I would recommend you have it on Bry is sport. Well, that's the quick little review for today. I'm gonna go drive mine right now. Won't get it on camera. Won't get it on camera, but then we'll do some more in depth tomorrow. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see you then. We are back for day 2 of this pedal commander video. So I feel as if when I do videos, the information gets really jumbled and mixed up because I'm trying to 1, inform, and 2, physically do. So I feel like it might be better to start doing these like 2-day videos where it's, you know, the first day actually doing, and then once I have my mind cleared out and I'm not trying to focus on actually doing something, I can better inform on, you know, what it is and how to do it and all that stuff. As you saw yesterday, I have a terribly hard time trying to describe how this product works, I suppose, and I'm trying to think of the best way to go about saying it, because in reality it's not adding horsepower, it's not adding torque necessarily. So basically older style vehicles have a cable system that used to work the throttle. You push on the gas, the cable pulls, yada yada. I'm assuming that's how it works. I don't know. I've never owned an older car. But nowadays they have all these computer systems and stuff. So the part that we're unplugging and plugging a new plug into is sort of a computer system that gauges your throttle's distance going down and basically calculating what the factory sets the response should be. So what this pedal commander is doing is allowing you to alter the response time that the computer picks up from your pedal's distance of being pushed. Hence the 4 different modes, depending on how sensitive you want the response of the pedal pushing to be. So right now I'm driving with it off, my normal pedal and everything. I'd say I push about a third of the way down to get the acceleration that I normally do, which is, you know, not too fast, not too slow. But the way I best figured out how to go about selling this product, not that I'm looking to sell the product, but, you know, my parents get a little freaked out when I put new things on my truck and whatnot. So the way I had to sell it to them was, and it's the truth, once you upgrade a truck with a lift kit, bigger tires, all that, you are going to be a bit heavier, so it takes a little more to get all that weight moving. So I have this huge hill that I have to use every day to get to and from school, and my truck kind of struggles getting up that, to be honest. So I have to use this. I have to use like the override system and get it down into like third to keep my RPMs up so I can make it up that hill. But now with the pedal commander, I don't think I'm gonna have a need for this. I think the pedal commander is gonna compensate all of that, and I'll be able to make it up hills, and I'll be able to move my extra weight better. So I'm gonna try to dive into the 4 different modes throughout this drive, and hopefully I can give you guys a little more insight on how this is working. So I just want to point out one last thing before we jump into this that hopefully will give you guys some comfort. Being such a small page, companies obviously don't want to work with somebody with no following base, or a little following base, I should say. So you're just gonna be getting genuine responses and genuine reviews on whatever products I choose to put on. There's no companies with, you know, their hand up my back working me like a puppet telling me what to say. I'm not having to watch what I say necessarily on promoting this company in such a bright light. Everything I'm saying is genuine and honestly how I feel about these products. So we're gonna slap it on. We'll start with City. I haven't really ran this yet. Whoa, okay. So they say their City mode is for the daily driver who just wants, you know, a little more genuine cable feel, as I described with older cars, you know, that real pedal to throttle response, that genuine old car feel where there's no computer system getting in the way. That's how the car should feel from factory, not a limited version. So once you set it into a mode, you have a +4 and a -4. So once you set it into a mode, it's showing no light, you're just dead center between the two. I can go down 4 to make it less of a response, or I could go up 4 to make it more of an aggressive response. And the way I'm thinking it works is if I'm at +4 on City, that is just one step away from being -1 on, or -4 on Sport. So there is a large in between all 3 of these, and you really can fine tune it to the way that you want it to be. So like I said before, I'm pushing about a third of the way down to get the acceleration I typically get with this turned off. So let's see how much I have to push down for City to give me the sort of response I want. Right now I'd say I'm pushing about a fourth of the way down compared to a third of the way down, and I'm still getting about the same acceleration that I look for with this much weight on this truck. That's about a third of the way down right there. You know, it gets moving a little bit. So yeah, I think the City mode definitely would be the ideal. City mode would be the ideal mode for daily driving, just around town and whatnot. They really hit the nail on the head with that one right there. So right now I'm actually heading to the post office to mail some stuff. So I'm gonna try this eco mode while we're still in a parking lot, because I don't need crazy throttle response, or I don't want to be using the higher modes in a parking lot anyways. And also I read online, because I was a bit confused yesterday, to cycle through these you have to push the power button, which is totally easy. I like it, that's fine. So you go, you know, you push for Sport, Sport Plus, but then it turns off and skips Eco. So I was wondering what that's all about. Apparently you have to push and hold, and then it turns Eco on. Wow, that is sluggish. So the Eco mode is meant to be a fuel economy mode, basically. If you're trying to save fuel, I think it says it does up to like 20% fuel saving versus whatever the factory says it is. So this is about a third right here. That's still not bad, you know? It feels like you're hauling something. Like if I have like my dirt bike in the bed of my truck or something, that's what it feels like right now. So I can definitely see how that's gonna save you gas. It's really like limiting the response on it, so you're not just dumping fuel all the time. So while this mode is for saving gas, I've also seen it be applied for new drivers. You know, if somebody's training their teenager in driving and everything, and they don't want them smashing on it too aggressively, or if they already have their license and they want to restrict how fast they can go. I've heard of people using the eco mode in this to kind of restrict their response time. So yeah, I have to go about halfway down to get the acceleration I normally do. So jumping back to why they make you hold this power button to get into the eco mode is because, let's say you cycle through normally, right? You're in Sport Plus, you accidentally hit the power button, and then it's gonna cut your throttle response to less than what it is normally. That is severely going to mess up your driving and probably be very, very dangerous. So they make you hold that button so you don't accidentally slip into a lower throttle response mode than factory would be giving you. So now that we're heading out, let's jump over to Sport. Yeah, so like I said, evenly spaced. I think I'm giving it about maybe 1/8 of the pressure I normally do to be getting the response that I normally get. So yeah, the pedal commander really does a great job at spacing out those modes and the amounts of pressure you have to put. So the sport mode is really for the I don't know how to put this, the driver who likes to have fun, the person who really wants to get that acceleration out of their vehicle in a safe manner. For people like us who drive lifted trucks, you know, ones that get bogged down by all the weight and everything, this really is a nice mode. Yeah, that right there is the third that I normally push, and that's getting me some nice acceleration. Okay, I'm gonna switch this on over to a Sport Plus. By the way, this is where I decided to mount it, right here behind the gear shifter next to the cup holder. And I was kind of worried that, oh, there we go. Jeez, dude. That mode really throws in the peppers. It's hard to hit that 1/8 right off the line, so you're not jolting too much, but this thing is just... I told my brother, I call this the my wife's in labor mode. Like, you gotta be getting somewhere right now to be running this mode. And it's not even on the +4 right now, it's on 0, so. I'm scared to put this in a vehicle that's already quick. Like, I don't know, any sport car or luxury car or anything that's got like some real power to it. This would just not be practical at all. So honestly, if you have a truck, lifted or not, you know, trucks are already pretty slow as is, but if you have a truck, and especially if it's lifted with bigger tires, I would highly recommend getting one of these. It makes a world of difference in how fast you can move this weight. Anyways, yeah, I was worried about the texture and stuff right here not holding, but this tape is aggressively sticky, so it definitely held right here. It's doing great. I have it tucked in on the side too, so it's not running dangerously close to my foot, and I'm still gonna secure all the slack right here. Also, another thing I noticed yesterday is it comes in this little like bracket thing where you can just pull it out and the bracket stays mounted if you need to pull this off for whatever reason, but I don't know why you'd need to pull that off. Anyways, if you hop on to the Pedal Commander website and click on the, I think it's the About Us section, it really describes in detail kind of what the product is, how it works, and some of the stuff I've explained in this video. On top of that, they give a dyno chart of the normal not the normal, but a baseline linear acceleration, and then what each mode does. Let's see, right here, this chart. Let's see if it can focus. I don't think it's gonna focus too well, but that's the chart I'm talking about. So that you have your normal gray line and then each mode on how the response is gonna be. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the drive home with this thing, and then I'll catch up with you guys once I pull in the driveway. Okay, so I just pulled in at home, and I wanna go over that About Us page a little bit more and stress how much you guys should check this out if you're considering getting one, if you're just genuinely curious, because they go over each mode, a little description of each. They have the dyno charts, they have you know, a what is the pedal commander, a whole unboxing video, all the things that they have, you know, the Bluetooth, which I'm going to try to go over right now. Why do I need a pedal commander? All that good stuff. So go check out their website if you're considering getting one, or if you're just genuinely curious and get to know the product a little more. But anyways, let's just try to get right into the app. I don't know how to connect this, so we'll see. Add another pedal commander, scanning. I believe that one's mine since I'm the only one in the area. Enter code. Maybe that's why they have it detached, because if you mount this like I did before doing the Bluetooth, you need to get to the code on the back. So we'll put in this code here. Okay, so I put the code in. We'll just pop that back into place. Please enter a name for your pedal commander device. Okay, so it's going to try to connect now. Oh, and it's connected. So let's see. Hit the power button. Turn it on. City. Okay. Okay, see, that's pretty cool. Let's see if you can just tap eco or if you have to hold it. Do you wish to change eco mode? Yeah, see, pedal response will heavily decrease. So they at least give you that warning before changing it, because it, again, can be dangerous if you're in sport or any city sport or sport plus where the throttle response is quicker, and then switching to something that's much slower. Tap the plus. So that's cool. Yeah, so their app is pretty straightforward. I don't know. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward app. It's real nicely laid out, real big, so you're not trying to search for it if you are using a phone, which you should not be while driving. I think this also gives you a great opportunity to, if you don't want this to be seen or just out, or if you have nowhere to mount it, you can easily just, you know, tuck it up back here on the side or hide it and not have to worry about pushing the buttons, and just use an app to change your different modes, which is pretty cool. You just turn it off and it turns it off. That's pretty cool, yeah. Well, I feel like I've done as much as I can without strapping a GoPro down by my foot and showing how much pressure I'm putting on this and showing the gauge at the same time, which I originally planned on doing. But if you saw the Mint 400 4-part series, I had my whole camera bag out there, and I lost my whole GoPro case, which had all of my equipment. Luckily, I had the camera out because I was vlogging with you guys, sharing the experience, so this didn't get left behind. All I have left with me right now is the camera, one battery, and one SD card. Everything else, you know, my lens covers, my case itself, extra SD cards, extra batteries, GoPro attachments, all that external hard drive, which I'm mainly upset about. I don't care about the rest, but that external hard drive is what I care most about. All of it is missing right now, and we have no idea where it is. I think it's in the trailer. The guy who owns the trailer thinks that I set it on the back of Garrett's truck and it fell off when we took off from the camping spot. So it's gonna be hit or miss, I guess. We'll see if I get that back. That would have really helped with this video, having the GoPro strap down there, but it is what it is. We still got this video done. I still shared this product with you guys, which I'm extremely excited about and happy that I've got. I'm gonna link their page down below so you guys can go check that out. So really, guys, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I really do appreciate you guys liking and subscribing and following the Instagram page. I'm just so excited to see where this goes in the future. And remember, guys, try new things. See you guys in the next video.